Israel has bombed and occupied parts of Gaza City many times already in this war. But with its pledge to defeat Hamas by force still unmet, none of this destruction is ever quite enough. The plan now, a gradual military takeover of what's left here. The forced evacuation of hundreds of thousands of people, Israel's fractious governing coalition kept together, international condemnation ignored, but the war brought to what's left of the enemy, even if that enemy melts away among the refugees in the middle of the night.
Why do you want to do a ground invasion? What goals do you have? I want to understand. There's nothing left here that you haven't wiped out already.
The Tel Aviv waterfront is just a few miles up the same coast, a pristine and parallel universe, and yet the message in the sand is the same as in Gaza itself. Israelis fear an extension of this war will endanger their hostages and result in the deaths of more Israeli soldiers.
I know the plan is to get rid of Hamas, but we've been trying for 2 whole years. We haven't made that much progress, and we've lost so many soldiers, and we still haven't brought all the hostages home. So it just doesn't seem that there's any real forward movement with this plan.
That view is not a million miles from that of Israel's chief of staff. General Eyal Zamir was only appointed in February, but last night the new broom disagreed with his political master. Zamir reportedly pointed out that his reservist troops are exhausted, and instead he called for a ceasefire. Though a 10-hour marathon meeting of heads of security ended with Prime Minister Netanyahu winning majority backing. But the plan to invade Gaza City has reignited anti-government protest. Demonstrators claiming that Netanyahu is less interested in the lives of 20 or so hostages than he is in keeping his own coalition alive. The hope among some hostage families that the threat of full-scale invasion is a negotiating tactic with Hamas.
What I do hope will happen, that in the course of this 2 to 3 weeks, something will move, and the Hamas will realize that they have no choice but to give up their arms and return the hostages.
The Belgians were dropping aid today. They also summoned the Israeli ambassador in Brussels, describing Israel's actions as having the potential to wipe Palestine completely off the map. Keir Starmer called the reoccupation wrong, saying it would lead to more bloodshed. But Germany banned the sale of weapons which could be used here. The Europeans least likely to take action, now feeling that they have no choice, though the Americans have given Israel the green light.
I don't understand why some of these other nations are once again putting all the pressure on Israel, and why they're not putting the pressure on Hamas to let the hostages go, all of them, including the ones that are clearly starving. That's what I think we all scratch our heads over.
Israel's Prime Minister says any occupation will be temporary, that Gaza will be handed over to so-called Arab forces, though Arab and Western diplomats would like to know what he means by that. And for these Palestinians, being uprooted again is more than they can bear thinking about.
We were surprised by the Cabinet's decision to relocate people of the north to the south. We categorically reject it. Entire families have been erased from the civil registry. Enough is enough.
But instead of ending this war, Israel is expanding it, intensifying a strategy which has already killed many tens of thousands of people and now endangers the lives of many more.